5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglash for the Wisconsin TMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. There's a wave coming, and you want to be part of it. It's a crazy wave that doesn't make any sense to most people, most marketers, but it's coming, and it's coming fast, and I want you to be part of it. So stay tuned and watch this. Now, first we'll start off with a great Christmas ad from long ago. This is omni-channel marketing in the 70s.
It's here, the new Sears WishBook, and oh, what a WishBook. Over 600 pages, some with gifts your family's never gotten before. Gifts they'll really be glad to open. Gifts that are fun and lovable, and unexpected.
Your WishBook is coming.
Gifts that Sears will monogram. How about something colorful, or warm and cozy, or tasteful? Now's the time to look in the WishBook for ideas.
I love you.
So Sears has fallen mightily since they canned the catalog because of an accounting mistake. A huge mistake. And you probably got my catastrophic marketing misconceptions today. I sent it out this morning. It's a little bit of a test, and I hope you'll click on it and watch that video. There's 3 other case studies that really illustrate the stupidity of marketing. Sears the catalog was giving 10% of their revenue to the stores. It was more money than the stores were making on all the merchandise. It was about a $5 billion company, just the catalog alone. That's a pretty big catalog company. And they weren't quite profitable. Never mind, they were giving away 10% of their revenue. So they're giving away 250 million, 225 million, whatever it was. It was a big number from to the stores, right? 10%. I guess it would be 50 million. Anyway, so they were just giving it back to the stores. The stores loved the catalog. Okay, and some accountant came in and said, this catalog's losing money, and fired 800 people on the spot. And it was downhill from there. Okay, Southern Living has announced tremendous growth. December issue's ad sales was up 51% compared to last year. Not compared to March, COVID-19. Compared to last year when everybody thought the world was toasty. Okay, now, one of the things that concerns me about this article is they're going to refresh their design. They're going to introduce a new paper stock. You know, I hope they tested it. This is the kind of stupid crap that marketing departments do. They say, oh, it's working so well, let's make it even better, without testing. Direct marketing is about testing. WDMA. If you want to learn about testing, we have books on our site. Membership only. Register, subscribe, sign up. Join us in our mission to not just teach mail, but teach how it's done right. If you do it wrong, that's what happened in the 80s. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon and said, we need a catalog, and they did it all terrible. And it was worse than before. And the DMA, the DMMA, the Direct Mail Marketing Association, changed their name to the Direct Marketing Association, knocked that little term out of there, didn't know what they were doing, redefined the industry, leaving out the word test in their definition. They wanted everybody to be a direct marketer because everybody could do measurable ads. Yeah, everybody does measurable ads today, and almost no one knows what they're doing. So if you want to know more about direct marketing, get over to WDMA and join. Thank you very much, Keith in Phoenix, for posting that. It must be working out there today. Okay, so they're going to change their paper, and if they haven't tested it, they should all be fired. And that's what I got to say. But moving on, Williams-Sonoma. This is from MSN.com, right? Oh, my mic is redlining. Sorry, I get too excited. MSN.com says, buy Williams-Sonoma stock. Williams-Sonoma is basically leading the retail industry in terms of growth and sales and all the rest of the good numbers. What's their major growth drivers? Major growth drivers? Catalog. Direct mail catalogs. This is from MSN. You want to know how to do catalogs? We got some great vendors in the WDMA. Great printers, we got designers, we got consultants. Really some great people. We're going to have a Christmas party coming up. We haven't decided the date yet. We don't really know how to do it, but we're going to talk direct marketing. It's going to be so much fun. It'll be the best fun you've had since the last convention cocktail party that you attended like in 2019, okay? Land's End thrives with the e-commerce boom, right? This is from adweek.com. Land's End. Okay, it doubled its profits to $7.2 million in this current year, right? With third quarter net revenue up almost 6%. Okay, and it's a Wisconsin-based manufacturer. It's a catalog company that knows what they're doing. Land's End fleece, Land's End turtleneck. I've been buying Land's End since the 70s, but here comes the big surprise, the big reveal. This, I can't even believe this. This is from TechCrunch.com. This is from a tech, as far as I know, .com magazine. They don't ever talk about anything but tech. They're the tech marketing source or whatever. They talk about all kinds of news from tech. And guess what? You won't believe it. They said Forrester is talking about the most optimistic scenario for 2021 is a 28% drop in U.S. marketing spend by the end of 2020. It says that Forrester predicts marketing automation platforms will grow despite an overall decline in marketing technology investment. Okay, decline. Because it makes you more efficient. If you're going to place ads in digital and stuff, you can online auction for the best deals. Good morning, let's have coffee is right. I should stay away from the coffee today. Okay, but here's the kicker. The article pivots slightly. The article says scaling communications is not a substitute for intimacy, which all humans crave. We're not just bots viewing your site. We're people. We want a hug. More mass email blasts from your marketing automation platform are not going to get you the connections you want. The connect prospects you crave. Crave in the same paragraph? That's kind of a funny word. Anyway, Nick, get a syllabus. Get a thesaurus. So how should marketers proceed? Direct mail captures 100% of your audience. It has to get dealt with. You can't ignore mail because it piles up. One of my kids said, I'm finally going to look at my mail after the COVID. This is about 3 or 4 months in. It's a huge pile on my kitchen table. She said, I couldn't face it, but I have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. It's physical. It's not like email that you can just hit mark all read or delete all. So you have to pay attention to it. It provides a sensory experience to your customers. Okay? This is tech. What is the name of this thing? TechCrunch.com saying to go to mail. Unbelievable. So, sensory experience for your prospects, customers, and helps establish an emotional connection. Did you know that your brain has 10 times more neural receptors for touch than vision? Aristotle said touch is what separates us from the animals and the bots. The richness of our touch. That's why you watch out and test the paper first, for heaven's sakes. Good Lord. Okay, so Nick has, I think, coined this term, first time I've ever seen it, calling it tactile marketing automation. And somehow He's tying direct mail. Now, we have people in the WDMA that can help you with this. You don't have to talk to Nick, but I'm impressed that Nick got this published in TechCrunch. TMA is the integration of direct mail or personalized swag with a marketing automation platform. I know that the guys in Phoenix can tell you about when your mail's hitting, and they can notify your customers. Just like that Sears commercial back in the 70s. Can you believe it? Okay. TMA uses intent data. What's intent data? Well, it could be browser data. It could be you visited. You got to be careful with this stuff. It's better if you're a subscriber to a magazine or there's so many ways to contact customers. Just because they looked at a tire iron does not mean that they need one. It might mean that, but it doesn't mean that they haven't bought it already, right? Unless you're like sitting with them at their computer, they probably just looked at it to see how much it was on Amazon and then went over to eBay and bought it. That's what I do. So, this is great. There are places where this works really well. There's places where it doesn't work as well. Okay? But according to Nick, multi-channel campaigns, including direct mail, report an ROI 18 percentage points higher than those without direct mail. I couldn't believe it. What I do is I look at these, I have a search, and it used to be for a week. Tell me about direct mail articles in the last week. Now I get so many, I have to do the last day. There's a wave coming. Direct mail is getting rediscovered, and we need to make it clear that there's a right and a wrong way to do direct mail. You don't just take your digital ads and put them in an envelope. It doesn't work. There are principles that have been around for literally 200 years. Go read Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins. It's one of the best books. It's available free at scientificadvertising.com, and there's a whole host of materials there. I wrote to the guy who runs the site yesterday. Really good stuff. Okay, 84% of marketers state direct mail. I don't think 84% of marketers have ever heard of direct mail, but anyway, maybe direct mail marketers, improves multi-channel campaign performance. Yeah, and I wanted to make a note because I saw some stuff about postcard marketing today, and one of the big things that we did that made Cabela's millions and millions of dollars. Yeah, we have an automation platform that helps you segment your customers better. Okay, but after 12 months, Cabela's would send you a postcard, never send you another catalog. I went around to sporting goods stores when I started working with Cabela's, and everybody I talked to said, "Oh, I used to get the Cabela's catalog." What we did was figure out who down in the mix could be mailed again was worthwhile, and made them a ton of money. But the fact is, the postcard is not the same engagement as a 600-page WishBook. There's just no comparison. So you can drive traffic to your website, but your website is no comparison. All you get on a website is the page you're looking at. That's all you know that exists. You can wander around and get some feel of it, but it's not the same as the feel of a 600-page Sears catalog. It's just not the same. Your head doesn't remember it. You don't engage with this. It's the same. It's nothing like it. And building catalogs builds barriers to entry because not everybody's going to do it, no matter what. It takes a certain scale of customer file. It takes a certain scale of print run. It takes a certain scale of investment capability. Okay? So if you're thinking about it, happy to run it by you. And that's what that video is about. Because there was a day when I was the number one catalog guy in the country, probably. Blockbuster not only called in their heyday, but flew up twice, number 2 guy. And I declined to work with them because they didn't have the numbers. So it's a really good, if you got that email this morning, give me a heart or something and check it out. I think it's one of the best videos I've ever done. It's on WDMA, but you just click the email and you get right into it. Incorporate intent data. I'm not against that. I think it's a great idea. Oftentimes it's quicker batching and blasting, you think, but brands, you can't just change the first name on the piece of content and call it personalized. Personalization is extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult, especially if you don't have the machine learning in place to figure out the differences between your customers. If you find real differences, then personalization makes sense. If you're just changing the words because you think you might want to do it, or because you have some, brand personas that you cooked up in a conference room, it doesn't work. And that's why the incorporation of mail gives you the labeled data set. I explained it on other videos. So mail gives you the ability to do machine learning. Machine learning gives you the ability to understand your customer segments if it's transparent. If it's AI, it won't. If it's regression, it won't. But if it's done right, it gives you the customer segments. It tells you the difference. It tells you how they perform different seasons, different offers. You can learn so much so fast. And then you take that learning and you apply it to the intent data, to the website, to all of the things you're doing, SEO, all the rest. And it makes you millions. So, great. Yeah, photographs are a great idea. But you still have to know who's who, right? You have to be able to sort the data. And the more data you have, the more difficult this is. And so to get solid data makes you money. Making money with data is not common. It's very rare and very uncommon. So you want to get into mail, and you want to get into mail with someone who knows how to use that data and make the most of it. I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA. Like and share. Your friends will think you're smart. Have a great day. Get in front of this wave. Direct mail is now the #1 tech vehicle in marketing in the world. Bye-bye.